Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here as we go into the 5th season, 8th episode of Game of Thrones. And I feel like at this point in every Game of Thrones season is when mad chaos erupts. I feel like this is when jaws are dropped. This is when hearts are broken. This is where new fears are unlocked. And I'm a little bit nervous going into it. Before we get started, if you guys want to help me out by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notification bell so you never miss out on watching some good shows and movies together. And if you want the full length watch along, the link for Patreon is down in the description. For now, let's dive right into episode 8, which is titled Hardhome. I saw Peter Dinklage's name. I've never seen him in any other show or anything like that. But I was watching this cool little show, Entourage, with a friend I'd never seen before. And Peter was in the episode. And he looked so different. It reminded me of the first season when Peter still was carrying some coins. And wasn't a prisoner for 3 seasons. Clean shaven. Still an a-hole. An overall great character. I love him as an actor.
Your Grace, I want to say...
You will not speak. How do I know you are who you say you are?
If only I were otherwise.
Why shouldn't I kill you? To pay your family back.
You want revenge against the Lannisters? I killed my mother, Joanna Lannister, on the day I was born. I killed my father, Tywin Lannister, with a bolt to the heart. I am the greatest Lannister killer of our time.
You into my service because you murdered members of your own family.
Into your service. Your Grace, we have only just met. Too soon to know if you deserve my service.
If you'd rather return to the fighting pits, just say the word.
I heard a story about a baby born during the worst storm in living memory, most of whom probably thought they could use that name to benefit themselves, hours ahead of the men who'd been sent to kill her. She was eventually sold off to some warlord. And then, a few years later, had somehow acquired all 3 in a very short span of time, along with 3 dragons. Last chance to build a better world. Thought you were worth meeting at the very least.
And why are you worth meeting?
Hearing her story is just like, wow.
You have no one at your side who understands the land you want to rule. The houses that will either join or oppose you.
I will have a very large army and very large dragons.
Killing and politics aren't always the same thing. Question preferred torturing animals to leading his people.
Consider the king was a psycho.
Advising a ruler worth the name, if that is indeed what you are.
I love that he's respecting himself and how he's telling himself, but he's respecting her as to how amazing she is.
What would you have me do with him?
Swore I would kill him if he ever returned.
Uh-oh.
I know.
This is a position.
Whomever Ser Jorah was when he started informing on you, I can't remember ever seeing a sane man as devoted to anything. He claims he would kill for you and gives me reason to doubt him, and yet he did betray you. Did he have an opportunity to confess his betrayal?
Many opportunities.
And did he?
No, not until forced to do so.
It's not looking good. How do you defend that?
He worships you. He is in love with you, I think. But he did not trust you, to be sure, but one of great significance to you. Did not trust that you would be wise enough to...
So I should kill him.
A ruler who kills those devoted to her is going to need to inspire devotion if you're ever going to rule across the narrow sea. But you cannot have him by your side when you do.
Remove Ser Jorah from the city.
Well, that was actually, I mean, Thing is Tyrion is level-headed. Like, when it comes to politics, he is rational. I feel like always. Like, even the relationship he built with Jorah along the way, he was able to look at the situation and say, yeah, he shouldn't be by your side. He didn't say, I'm gonna look out for him. But in a way, he did look out for him because he told her not to kill him.
Confess, my son. Let me speak to her. Confess. I meant it. My face will be the last thing you see before...
I'm trying not to laugh. This is not funny. She's just been mean to so many people.
My name is Lana.
Back with Arya.
When I was 8, I begged enough money to buy my first bucket of oil. I sold that bucket and made enough money to buy 2 more. But I finally saved enough to buy myself an oyster cup. Now every morning, I make my way down to the canals. I pass the fishmongers and the bacon. I usually see Lara, my first customer of the day, on her way home. I turn left onto Moonsinger Lane.
I don't understand.
where I do most of my trade.
Lana is very impressive, very industrious. She will make a fine servant for the many-faced.
How will she serve him?
She will no longer turn left onto Ragman Lane. She will turn right and go to Ragman Harbor.
See what?
How can a man tell a girl this?
Oysters, crabs, and cockles!
It's a unique little market, though. It's interesting.
Oysters, crabs, and cockles! Oysters, crabs!
Your oyster's fresh.
Best in the city.
You wouldn't lie to an old man, would you? Very nice. Give me 4. With vinegar.
I've never eaten an oyster.
Can't do it.
Please, I've 3 children. Without me, here, take it. You have to. I've 3 children. What will they do?
Come on.
With nothing without me. You don't understand.
So it's like they have to learn to take on different identities and really believe it.
So why would a captain make the wager in the first place?
A girl tells a man that she has seen.
If the captain dies, Thin Man pays his family a lot of money.
Perhaps the gambler loses his bet and decides he does not have to pay after all. What can they do to such a man if he keeps their money for himself?
The many-faced god. You said you didn't know what I would see at the docks.
So elusive.
She will watch the gambler. She will come to know as much about him as she knows about herself. A gift for the Thin Man.
It'll click one day.
The trial will take place soon. Clara will be presenting a substantial case against you. Fornication, treason, incest.
All lies.
Of course, Your Grace.
Everybody knew about their incest. Why would she think that this wouldn't fall back on her? And
Is that the faith does not adhere as the crown. Excuse me for saying it, but belief is so often the death of...
Wish you'd said it sooner. Any word from Jamie?
No, I'm afraid not. Your Grace, Grand Maester Pycelle has summoned your uncle Kevan back from Casterly Rock. He now presides over the small council.
Tell him I need to speak to him.
oh, things are out of her control.
What about my son, the king? If you can visit me, then surely the king.
Queen Marjorie's arrest, the king has not taken them well. Servants often find his food in the hall.
He's not eaten.
You need to talk to him. Come and see me. Come and see his mother.
I tried, Your Grace. He wouldn't see me. He won't see anyone.
I can't stay.
Is a way.
She did this to herself.
A way out.
Confess to the High Sparrow. I made him. I will not kneel before some barefooted common and beg his forgiveness.
Goodbye, my queen. The work continue.
I just think it was so bold of her to not think that her incest would hold up as just as much of a crime as what she's getting Marjorie and her brother thrown in jail for.
Why?
Not Theon. There is no Theon. Reek.
Reek. Why did you tell him Reek?
I was helping you. You wanted to escape. There is no escape. Not ever. Theon Greyjoy tried to escape. The master knew. He knows everything. He hunted him and caught him and strapped him to a cross.
He's so talking. Well, it's not third person. He believes it's a different person.
Until there was no Theon left.
Good. If it weren't for you, I'd still have a family. If I could do what Ramsay did to you right here, right now, I would.
I deserved everything. I deserved to be...
Everything?
I did terrible things. Turned on Robb. Captured Winterfell.
Those boys, they were Bran and Rickon. They were your brothers. You've known them since they were born.
They weren't. They were only...
Only what?
Tell her at least that her brothers are alive.
Tell me they weren't what?
They weren't.
Tell me why Bran and Rick... Tell me to my face, Theon. Tell me that they weren't your brothers.
They weren't Bran and Rickon. I couldn't find them.
Your brothers are alive, Sansa.
It was too far, boys.
Oh, can you imagine hearing that?
I killed them and burned them so no one would know.
You didn't? Do you know where they went, Bran and Rick? Do you have any idea where they...
Not Theon! Reek!
It's so hard to watch a human be beat down the way Theon is, no matter what he's done. It's just like, it's hard to watch it. To be so mentally scarred.
A smart commander does not abandon a defensive advantage. As long as we stay behind these walls, they can't touch us. The snow is so deep we couldn't get an army through to engage them.
I don't need an army. I need 20 good men.
20 good men. Ramsay, he's so bold.
So have you decided yet whether I'm worthy of your service?
Yeah, I can't believe he said that. I can.
I could see why you would think so. It's what your father would have done.
And what would your father have done?
My father publicly sentenced me to death. say his thoughts on having me killed were abundantly clear.
Yeah.
Is that why you killed him?
Someday, if you decide not to execute me, I'll tell you all about why I killed my father. Day, should it ever come, we'll need more wine than this.
I know what my father was, what he did. I know the Mad King earned his name.
So, here we sit, two terrible children of two terrible fathers.
Daddy issues.
Why did you travel to the far side of the world to meet?
If you were the right kind of terrible.
The right kind.
It's your people from being even more so.
Well, I did reopen the fighting. Murder will once again become entertainment.
Yes, that was wise.
That was wise.
My own sister married someone she loathed as well, though not by choice, and certainly not for the greater good, God forbid. She ended up having him killed.
Perhaps it won't come to that.
Perhaps. That was the word.
Varys was right about you after all.
Varys, King Robert's spy master?
Yeah. He's the one who convinced me to come find you. He was my traveling companion before Ser Jorah seized that...
20 years, the spider oversaw the campaign to...
Did what he had to do to survive. Well, things he didn't have to do. The main reason you weren't slaughtered in your crib.
Really?
But you trust him?
Yes, oddly. He may be the only person in the world I trust, except my brother.
The brother who killed my father?
That's the one.
So I will have you killed after all.
I'd given up on life until Varys convinced me you might be worth living for. You chop off my head. My final days were interesting.
I'm not going to kill you.
No? Banish me?
No.
I'm going to be murdered, and I'm not going to be banished.
You're going to advise.
Okay. Cool.
You can still speak in complete sentences.
She said you ain't gonna be drunk the whole time.
How to get what I want?
The Iron Throne. Perhaps you should try wanting something else. There's more to the world than Westeros, after all. How many hundreds of thousands of lives have you changed for the better? Perhaps this is where you belong, where you can do the most good.
He's advising her not to go after the throne.
Stannis Baratheon won't back you either. His entire claim to the throne rests on the illegitimacy of yours. That leaves the Tyrell. Not impossible.
Lannister, Targaryen, Baratheon. They're all just spokes on a wheel. One's on top, then that one's on top. On it spins, crushing those on the ground.
It's a beautiful dream. Stopping the wheel. You're not the first person who's ever dreamt it.
I'm not going to stop the wheel. I'm going to break the wheel.
Yes. What a cool analogy, though, for what's happening with all these big names and, like, just rotation of who's in power. I love it. She says, no, we're changing it. What? This dude just don't catch a hint? Why is he still there?
You said whoever wins will fight at the great pit in front of the queen.
You struck me.
Have me flogged. What makes you happy? Best you've got.
He's gonna take a flogging for it.
How much can you sell me for?
You're a free man. You could have gone anywhere. Why did you come?
Right.
Let me fight for her, and I belong to you.
Like, I get it's supposed to look noble, but it's just like, how many times do you have to be sent away?
I'll get out of here, you realize. Before long.
Confess.
I can make you a wealthy woman, a lady of the court.
Confess.
Sure, you die in the most hideous way imaginable.
There she is.
Imagining hideous ways for you to die.
Just shut up. Doesn't take long. She dumped out her water. She's got to drink it off the ground. Is it bad that I still don't feel bad for her? I think it's bad that I still don't feel bad. She's just horrible.
Does it hurt?
Sam Gilly's sitting in the tree.
No.
Good.
Boy, Sam was all about the Night Watch vows when
I'm not the one who got punched and kicked in the face.
it was everybody else. He was always reciting him now.
I'm good.
Are you scared?
A little.
Me too. Who's there?
Ollie.
Oh, he was scared.
Now then, how can I help?
It's about the Lord Commander. He's going up to Hardhome to save all them wildlings. Wildlings killed my mum and dad. They killed everyone in my village. This wasn't a fight. We were farmers. Yeah. They slaughtered us.
He just came in and wrecked shop.
I've seen the army of the dead. I've seen the White Walkers. For all the living. And when it's time, we'll need every last man we can find.
But what if we let the wildlings through the gates?
We don't stand a chance otherwise. Sometimes, choices that might look wrong to others, but you know are right.
You believe that?
With all my heart. Try not to worry, Ollie. I've been worrying about Jon for years. He always comes back.
This is something that's really bothering Ollie. And you can understand why. You so understand why. Especially since that man did lead the revolt. Well, should call it an execution and not a revolt. But you destroyed his village, killed his parents.
trust me, Jon Snow? Does that make me a fool?
I'm thinking.
Load of bones. Been a long time. Last time I saw you, the little crow was your prison. What happened? War. You call that a war? The greatest army the North has ever seen. We should gather the elders. Find somewhere quiet to talk. I'm not giving an order. Why aren't you in chains? He's not my prisoner. No? What is he? We're allies. You traitor.
Oh, this is bad.
I don't fight for the crow. We're not here to fight. We're here to talk. Is that right? You and the pretty crow do a lot of...
Pretty crow.
And when you're done talking, down on your knees and...
Oh, took his own weapon. Oh! Don't talk crazy to him. That was a point proven.
Gather the elders and let's talk.
Wow. Yikes. It was just like, it's like, yeah, I've had enough. And like everybody's moving out of his way. But he tried to go about it the right way and ask and talk nicely. That guy just didn't read the room.
My name's Jon Snow. I'm Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. We're not friends. We've never been friends. We won't become friends today. This isn't about friendship. This is about putting a 700-foot wall between you and what's out there.
The Giants having a hard time because remember they killed.
The crows give two shits if we live. In normal times,
They killed one of the other ones.
a man of the Night's Watch used one of these daggers to kill a walker. You saw this? No.
They're old stories about Dragonglass.
Bald-eyed spiders, big as hounds. Come with me and I'll share these weapons. There are good lands south of the wall and allow your people to farm those lands. I knew Mance.
That got him chattering.
He never wanted a war with the Night's Watch. He wanted a new life for his people, for you.
That's true.
Prepared to give you that new life if you swear you'll join us when the real war begins.
You swear you'll join us for the White Walkers.
He died. Huh?
Dang, this is bad.
I put an arrow through his heart.
That's it. Ruined it all. That little fun fact.
So we sent the Lord Commander back to Castle Black with no eyes. Hey, none of you saw Mance die.
Because you know they loved Mance.
I'll never forget mine. I lost 50 brothers the night that Mance attacked the wall. But I'm asking you to think about your children now. They'll never have children of their own if we don't band together. The long night is coming, and the dead. No clan can stop them. Stop them, and all the southern kings can't stop them.
Yeah, let's focus on what matters right now.
Together. And even then it may not be enough, but at least we'll give the f***ers a fight.
You vouch for this man, Tormund.
He's preacher than both my daughters. He's young, but he knows how to lead. He didn't have to come to Hardhome. He came because he needs us, and we need him. My ancestors would spit on me if I broke bread with a crow.
So would mine, but f them, they're dead.
Who is she?
I'll never trust a man in black. But I trust you, Tormund. If you say this is the way, we're with you.
This is the way.
I'm with Tormund. We stay here. We're dead men. At least with King Crow, there's a chance.
Starboy. Keep that new life you want to give us, and keep your glass, King Crow. As soon as you get on his ships, they're gonna slit your throats.
This man doesn't trust him.
That's our enemy.
Thought we were gonna get him. Dang. I really thought we were.
I hate thins.
How many are with us? 5,000? I'm not good at counting. We're leaving too many behind. You know how long it took Mance to band them together? 20 years. And he knew them better than I ever will. They're running out of food, and there's nothing to hunt. They'll come around.
He's saying give it time.
Get yourselves ready.
Gunnar is gonna look after you. She's in charge. You listen to her.
I want to go with you.
I need to get the old folks on the boat. I'm right behind you, I promise.
Oh, she's a mama.
Go on.
Imagine having little babies when their world is in so much chaos. This is a ticked off giant. Oh, he looks ticked off. He's ticked off, yeah. Animals always scent something. What is it? A storm?
Gate! Drop the gate!
Shut out all those people, though. What is out there? You just shut out. Didn't even care to give anybody enough time to get in there. They're gonna break the gate down. And there's gonna be no use in it. It's quiet. It's just quiet. Can't see anything. Ooh, it's White Walkers. Oh, they're coming into play. Oh, it's the sound. I've been so interested to see how this is all going to play out, and this imminent threat of the worst thing ever, which is the White Walkers, and we're over here playing in war. I've mentioned that like zombie type stuff is like one thing that, even though I love horror and thriller, like zombie stuff actually freaks me out. And these are like essentially zombies. Or undead. We'll just call them undead. My heart feels so weird. Very few of these people are getting out of here. Jon, what are you doing? You're running the opposite direction.
You should build one of those boats!
So should you! They're gonna let them pass the wall even if you're not there. Don't think you're gonna be there to enforce those orders.
They get through! Everyone dies!
Everybody's running away. They're running towards it. But that army's so massive. What in the world is the men that he brought from the Night's Watch going to be able to do? And all the boats are leaving. These are ruthless and agile undead. A lot of times the undead just drag around. These have been doing their cardio. Jon Snow ran right to one of the holes that they're getting through. That one had the facial scarring. They're just up there watching. He's like, this is just a small little bite. Oh, so visually cool. This scene is really cool to watch. If they get a giant, that's horrible. He's useful, ain't he? We just can't have him get killed. He's just stomping them. No. Come on, Jon. His sword like shatters everything. It's like knocked the wind out of him. Nothing can happen to Jon, you guys. But this guy's no joke. Oh. It didn't shatter the sword. What? It shattered all the swords except for that one. And we thought the guy that Jon killed was like head honcho. Don't forget they have that like few of them up there. She's amazing. Children. Children, and she's a mom. No. And she just let him. Girl, listen, them ain't no babies. Why did you not just kill him? I mean,
Come on! Dragon glass! Lock the glass! Die here!
They do need that dragon glass. That dragon glass is important. Oh, we thought we were making some ground, and look how many they just sent in. And they're just tossing themselves off the cliff. They just hit the ground and got up running. Yeah, we're so outnumbered. It was a good effort. Yeah, this is like almost like an infestation. There's too many. Also, was that Jon's sword that he picked up that didn't shatter? Was that his own sword? You better get on that boat. How's the giant gonna get out of there? He's not gonna fit on a boat.
Let's go! No!
He just walked on out. That's a small taste of what's to come. Everybody needed to see that. And only a few to know what they're really dealing with. And that man didn't die, he just shattered. He's so intimidating. What's he looking at? All the people they killed. They're White Walkers. They basically that was just like recruiting mission. Wow. Wow. They just... all of them are rising. Everything that way. We're in trouble. No ground was made. We lost a dragon glass. Lost a lot of people. Didn't really kill nobody. Because he can just raise the dead. We're in trouble. We're over here fighting each other over a dang Iron Throne. And we've got White Walkers coming for us. Of that magnitude. With that many of them. That you can't kill. And then the dragon glass got left there. Forget everything else that happened in the episode. That last few minutes of it just shattered whatever happened before that. Because now it's time to focus on what really matters. And that is what really matters. I don't know how we stand a chance. Like, everybody's gonna have to put the swords down and gonna have to believe this is happening and gonna have to band together for us to even have an inkling of hope at this. This is nuts. And this whole time we're focused on everything else, and we know we have this ever-looming thought of the White Walkers in the back of our mind because it's mentioned and we know they're dangerous and we know what's happening, but now it's coming to fruition and it's like, yikes. Like, I'm scared. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notification bell. If you want the full link to watch along, the link for Patreon is down in the description. For now, let's go out in this big, beautiful world. See, I'm like shaking and trying to say this like I'm not like shook into my core. Let's go out in this beautiful world. Let's spread some light. Let's spread some love. And if we can, you guys, let's make somebody smile. Bye.